Hi, I'm Kylie, the founding sister, and welcome to week 5 of my vlog, The Startup Life, where I'm sharing a week-by-week account of the roller coaster that is starting a business. Now, I feel like a broken record, but I'm literally days, if not a week or two, away from launching my first business van and our first product, Power Pants. And the reason I haven't set a launch date is I'm yet to see the back end of my website so that I know how things are going to work, and so I can see if they're going to work the way I expect them to. And I'm a little bit cautious about setting a launch date until I've seen that. But I can say the launch is imminent now. So this week, as always, I'm going to be sharing my high of the week, low of the week, reflecting on what I'm grateful for, and I'm very excited. I also have a question to answer that's been posted to the channel, so wait for that at the very end today. If I start with my high of the week, and I can share that last night I was thinking about this vlog, and the flat feeling that I had from last week has rolled over. I've not spent a lot of time progressing the business this week because I've had yet another really busy week in my day job, and I couldn't think of a high to share with you today. And then overnight, the universe delivered, and when I looked at my phone this morning, I had an email from an incredible woman who I'm going to be partnering with to support female survivors of violence in Papua New Guinea. And that's a very important part of my business model, and it just reminded me of the exciting work that I'm about to do. Now, if you are considering starting your own business, I would highly recommend a profit for purpose model. Now, I believe that business at the very least shouldn't be doing any harm to the environment or the communities in which they're operating. At the very most, business can be doing good to the communities and also to the environment. And I think what we're seeing in the world today, and it's great news for the world, consumers, particularly millennials, are voting with their dollars. And they're actively not just moving away from businesses that are doing harm, they're actively seeking out businesses that are doing good for the community or businesses that are doing good for the environment, potentially both, which is the case for my business. Now, if you do need to feel really passionate about the cause that you're supporting. And if I can share, I'm really passionate about supporting female survivors of violence because I am a survivor myself. And I know the long journey and what it takes to come back from being physically and emotionally abused by a former partner. And I was lucky myself to have support services available to me, to have financial resources to get myself back on my feet, and to have the support of my friends and my beautiful family to see me step up again and get myself back on my feet. Now, for women in Papua New Guinea, that's not the case. They are experiencing violence at a rate of 2 in 3 women. And there's also a real lack of acknowledgement for what they need, and a lack of services that are there to support women that are surviving violence. So it's why I am really, really passionate, and it was a great reminder for me this morning. I'll have an opportunity to speak to my partner today to talk about where the funds that I'm raising can make a real difference. Now, my low of the week, it has to be rolling over that flat feeling and actually feeling really impatient now. And I said to a friend this week that it feels like an overdue baby, that I've done so much hard work to get where I am. I'm starting to get those calls asking any news, anything happening, and I'm starting to feel really impatient. I want to meet my baby, I want to bring it to life, and it just feels like I'm at that end of the journey now. And I know what that feels. My first two babies arrived 3 days early, which was amazing. But my last baby, she was a week extra in my body. And at the end, I was just over it and just so ready to meet her. And that's how I'm feeling with the business right now. For what I'm grateful for this week, and a little bit of an unusual one, I have to say comedy. And last night, after again feeling a little bit flat this week, I sat in bed and watched Amy Schumer Netflix comedy special. And whilst my husband fell asleep, I sat in bed laughing out loud. Now, I've got such a small amount of time to spend watching television, and I'm really cautious about spending my time watching things that make me feel good. And I quite often find I'm tuning into comedy, and I'm really excited. My husband and I will be going to see Michael McIntyre show in Sydney this Sunday night, so it will be before I post this video. So that's what I'm grateful for, those comedy lifting my mood. And to finish up today, to look at the questions that's been posted on my channel. And one of those was asking who inspires me. And I have to say that I am inspired every day by so many women. And I'm not talking about famous women. I'm talking about the everyday women that are out there standing up for what they believe in, women that are putting themselves outside of their comfort zone, women that are out there taking risks and being seen. And if I have to call out one woman that has inspired me, it would have to be Brené Brown. And I read her book, Daring Greatly, a number of years ago, and I will call out that it absolutely changed my life. And I wouldn't be here today where I am launching a business had I not read that book. She taught me that vulnerability is an absolute strength. It's the birthplace of love. I love that quote. She taught me about the bags of shame that I was carrying around for years, and I'm really happy to say I've let them go, mostly. And Brené's also taught me that the judgment that I've been so fearful of in the past is coming from people that are sitting in the cheap seats, and I don't want to hear what they have to think or say. So that's all for this week. Again, subscribe, like, follow my journey. I'm so close to launching. You can be there live. I'm planning on going live on Instagram at the very moment that I'm launching my business. So come and find me and watch that happen. Also leave your comments. I love the question. It'd be great to answer another question next week. Thanks again. Bye.